Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Mike, and I'm back with the Manga guys once again. Right now I'm just kind of doing a little bit of digital work right now on Captain Hatham, and I wanted to try something a little bit differently. I wanted to do like a vlog, but get work done at the same time. So I'm calling this an art vlog. And basically, what ended up happening to me was someone asked me, uh, what does art mean to you? They asked, what does art mean to you? And so I thought about it, and I was like, huh, what does art mean to me? And I came up with a general answer, but that's not what I wanted to talk about today specifically. Just because, oh my gosh, the topic, what does art mean to you, is just so huge, because you have to consider your audience's view of what art is. They have to consider what does my audience think art is. It could be, dang it, dancing, drawing. It could be music. It could be classical music specifically. It could, it's whatever you feel that art is. So my question to you guys is, what is manga to you? What does creating manga do for you? To all my manga creators, and for my just flat out fans, what is it to you? Is it just a form of entertainment, or is it something a little bit bigger or a little deeper than that? Oops, sorry, I went silent. I was focusing on that line, and I ended up screwing it up. But yeah, and I asked myself this question too, and I came up with a general idea. Um, to me, uh, manga is just, um, dang it. Well, to me, manga is the just the thrill of creating a world. To me, the thrill of creating a world brings so much joy to me that it overwhelms me at times. Thinking about the fact that you're creating something, you know, you're creating this world. Sorry, my voice cracked. Heck, I'm too old for that. I'm not going through puberty again. But the idea of you creating a world, and the gosh, creating a world and you personifying yourself as a character, or characters as a set of characters. That's that that that's the reason why I create manga, because it's so much fun. And not only that, you're creating a world, your fantasy world, whatever you choose it to be, whether it be all sunshine and rainbows or sick, twisted, that's on you. But it's the fact that you're creating that, and you don't have any limitations. You can do as you please. It's almost as if you're, well, never mind, I can't say that. But it's it's just thrilling. And then, taking aspects of your own personality and placing them in characters, or not necessarily placing that, create just generating an entire character around that personality. That's just an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment. And the fact that I could share, it's a way to share my thoughts, kind of share my inner thoughts with the world, really. Like, for an example, for a long time, I dealt with anger issues, you know, um, and what I did was when me and my partner Nathan, we were coming up with characters for Dragon Slayer. I personified those anger issues. I personified them into the character Michael, and you know you'll understand all of that once all of that comes out, which will be in a while. But I used that and I personified him myself into him. I mean, I even kind of took my name and translated it into Japanese as a a way of like this is me. Even still, his more even a lot of aspects of his personality are my own. Even the fact that he's dumbfounded a lot. He acts without thinking a lot. I do that constantly. Like I should stop this, but it's me. um, I'm inspired. I get inspired by a lot of things, like like the reason why I'm even doing this entire pirate manga is just because I was so flabbergasted by Assassin's Creed 4, and that inspired me to want to do a pirate manga. Man, this has a lot of straight lines, and it's hard to do straight lines with digital work. But that inspired me to want to do this, and I honestly did want to do. I mean, I wanted to do it, but that just pushed it over the top. I mean, that storytelling and the art, even the music, it was just amazing. And that's a huge thing too when you're doing manga. It's finding your inspirations, whether they're artistic inspirations, story-wise inspirations, because inspirations come at the drop of the hat, especially me. It's like I can get inspired by anything at any given moment and any point in time. Oops. And I just take that and learn from it and work with it. Like, try to see if I can find a personal example of my own. Just, let me see. Crap. Trying to think. Oh, um, Death Note. Death Note was a great anime manga, and that inspired me to write this one story for a manga called Heaven Below, which I still do intend on doing whenever I get the chance. But, oops. I like that concept of what Death Note did, and I never paid attention to it until after I kind of learned more about manga, about watching Bakuman. And I noticed that I think his name is the artist. I'm not sure who did the story, but I know Takeshi Obata was the artist. Oops. But what I noticed that the story writer did was take somebody who would usually be an antagonist and change them into the protagonist. Originally, his intentions uh, were pure, but the thrill of having that much power overcame that and changed his mind into an technically an antagonist because he was pretty freaking evil, like Yagami. But that concept of warping, and that's what I kind of did with that story. I loved and then even with the Reversi a little bit, that was kind of interesting. Reversi was the anime or the manga that they were working on in Bakuman, which I'm also a huge fan of. But yeah, I love to I love the idea of manipulating or miscuing someone's concepts of reality. I'm kind of crazy, but the idea that your story is good enough to skew people or alter people's view of reality And the whole angels and demons thing, like not all angels are good, and not all demons are bad. I mean, it's not that much of a miscue, but just the idea that you could miscue that kind of, I was just like, yeah, that's pretty cool. But I mean, inspirations come at the drop of a hat. I even have YouTube, YouTuber, and I get inspired by other YouTubers, like like Manga, for instance. So Doomsday, whoops, yeah, like Manga. He's a huge inspiration of mine personally, just because it's like, at first I was a little jealous of him, and I'm gonna admit, because he's like what, my age or something. I'm assuming he's like my age. He looks around my age, so I'm like, okay, this guy has put out more mangas than I have, which, I mean, I haven't put out any, and he's put out like what, three now. He's done the art for one. Candlejack, I'm still considering that because Candlejack is pretty cool, but he's put out like three compared to my none. So I was like, okay, bro, I see you. I'll be coming for you soon, and that's still a promise. I'm coming for you. But I mean, like, he inspires me whenever I see his work, because I love his art. I love his story. Um, the his style of drawing is very unique to me. I feel some of his earlier work, I was like, kind of looks like Bleach, but once I left out of that mentality, I realized, I was like, okay, yeah, this guy's pretty awesome. So he's a huge inspiration of mine. Mark Crilly, a huge inspiration of mine, along with Evan from the Cartoon Block. He's also a huge inspiration of mine. If you guys haven't checked out his latest video, um, how to draw Eren Yeager, check it out, because that was pretty awesome drawing, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, people like them are huge inspirations to me. They're just like the beasts and bosses of the YouTube world, like the crime bosses of YouTube. But I mean, they work for it. They really did work for it, and that's something that I see as an inspiration, because I'm gonna work for it too. So, whoops. Yeah, that's the main reason why I'm not giving up on this channel. For a while, I did kind of. I'm not even gonna be honest. I mean, not even, but I'm gonna be honest. I did kind of give up for a while. Like, nobody's really watching this, and even now my numbers are dwindling. But I'm kind of determined. I'm determined to bring all of that back up. And I'm determined. Oops. Yeah. To have a good YouTube channel that'll help further grow this community. And I'm a firm believer. I stand by the YouTube art community, even in this dark hour of YouTube's, where they're forcing Google Plus down your throat. Crap. But even still, I stand by them, and I stand by this channel until I feel like it's completely done. Until I've done all that I can do, and it's still not working. But yeah. So anyway, guys, I hope that this video didn't come off for too long. Um, I hope that you guys enjoyed it. The links to all the ways that you can see my stuff are in the description below. This drawing, the line work, because I'm obviously doing the digital coloring right now, you can catch on DeviantArt, on my DeviantArt, and the link to my DeviantArt and Manga magazine are in the description below. Oops, I thought that would be better. And have an awesome night. It's like 3:40 right now. But I hope you guys have an awesome night, and I will catch you guys later.